Spiritual practice is about me, about every individual. So here the idea is for us to become that eternity. And how can we achieve it? Is it possible in the first place? Right? Then we immediately we say, how can I become that? It's impossible for me. We are already putting a blocker there. Why? Because of our own imagination, our own thinking. There is an interesting quote from the Indian scriptures. It says, thou art that. The teacher says to the disciple, thou art that, means you are that. And the disciple says, yes, I am that. But this disciple cannot just say like that, I am that, unless it is realized. But what is blocking us to say it? Is because our own identities. It's a very simple thing. All our identities kind of tell us what we are. All our identities tell us what we cannot be. We have formed so many identities, so many coverings, layers and layers of identities. So now what is the idea to how can I get rid of these identities? So these identities, in heartfulness language, we call it as impressions. And impressions are more than identities. An impression is any memory, an emotional memory associated with a situation. Suppose you like some person and you meet that person in the mall or someplace. As soon as you see the person, there is some sudden happiness, joy comes into your mind because you like that person, right? So how suddenly that joy came into you? Because of your emotional memory associated with that person. Similarly, it can happen the other way too. Oh, we lost Cliff. Cliff is there. I thought we lost someone. Anyway, so we lost Marianne. Okay, so these impressions are, we are forming every day. So the impression forming is not bad. Every action, every reaction creates an impression. Even if the light goes off in the house, the power goes off, that reaction you feel is an impression. So like this, we have formed so many impressions in our life, and all these impressions put together is making our identities, our reactions to life, our actions, reactions, our decisions. Everything I am today is governed by these impressions. So I think I have a freedom of choice, but I don't have a freedom of choice because my choice is governed by these impressions. So it is becoming a bar to my advancement. It is becoming a bar for me to let go because I'm holding on to it all the time. These impressions are so deep. And where are these impressions stored? In the memory of the consciousness. So you can see how subtle they are. They're not even stored in your brain. In your brain memory cells, it goes deeper, much deeper than this. Okay, so how do I get rid of these impressions? Is a question. So now some of you have been practicing heartfulness for a while. You should immediately jump up and say cleaning. Correct? And how does this cleaning happens? How can I do my cleaning? So through the mind we created these impressions. So mind is our tool. Everyone can do this meditation, this spiritual practice, or everyone can enter into spirituality. The only people who cannot enter is where they're not sane mentally. Only those people cannot practice spirituality. It is not any discrimination, it's the ability to think, ability to suppose, give suppositions. So mind is our tool for everything. Now the mind, don't confuse mind with the brain and intellect. This mind is an inner wisdom, inner mind, which is part of the subtle body. I explained you the bodies at some point. I'll touch upon that subject again, maybe later, not today. So this mind is a tool to form the impressions, and this mind is a tool to remove the impressions. Instrument. We treat all of these as instruments. If I'm seeing, you are seeing me on the screen, I'm seeing you on the screen. Is it my eyes are seeing you, or is it something else seeing you? Right? Is it, I'm seeing you through my eyes, but my eyes are not seeing you. How can I recognize, this is Ashley, this is Susan, this is Cliff? How can I, and how you recognize me as Srikanth? Not with your eyes, definitely. So there is something deeper than the eyes, which is making this cognizance is happening, something deeper than the eyes. Eyes is only an instrument. If I wear glasses, there is a double instrument. That's all eyes are about. It's an instrument. Even mind is an instrument. But what is making this cognition possible is the memory which is stored in the consciousness. So when I say clearing the impressions, do I lose the memory of everyone? No. Like I said, my definition of impression is an emotional reaction to a situation or emotional memory. All that I am removing is the emotional memory. I gave this example so many times. Suppose if I watch the horror movie, which I do many times, and you're scared to get up in the night. If you have to even get up to go to the toilet, you are afraid in your own house. The fear enters. Why? Because the impressions which that movie created on you. So when I clean these impressions, it doesn't mean I forget about the movie. The emotional reaction it created, that emotional memory it created through that movie is removed. So that is the cleaning process. So when I remove these impressions, I become free mentally. All my identities, these layers drop one by one. As these layers drop, as my identities drop, at some point I can say I am that. This is the process. That's why cleaning is the most important aspect of heartfulness. Without cleaning, meditation doesn't do anything. There's a thick layer, you're pouring some water on it through meditation. It doesn't do much. So these layers and layers which we formed should be removed. So if I do my cleaning, if I see the person whom I don't like, I become very neutral in meeting them. I don't feel suddenly agitated, anger, or feel antsy about it. Because by removing these impressions, we always become positive. That the person might have changed. Maybe it's my own opinion. So all these things, see how much positivity comes into us through this cleaning. The negativity in us is also because of the impressions. we formed over a period of time. So the negativity goes away. The positivity is an automatic result of negativity going away. I won't even say we are positive, I would say we are neutral all the time. So when I become neutral, I can mold my ways in whichever way I want. So that means I become above the situation. And what makes it happen is the cleaning. And how to do the cleaning? Very few simple steps. Just relax, sit as you sit for meditation. First step. Give a supposition all these impressions from your entire system are leaving, evaporating from the back. And mentally allow it to happen. Very simple set of instructions. Sit, relax your mind, close your eyes, give a supposition. All impressions are leaving your system and let it happen. When you think you are about to end your cleaning, give another supposition, all the cleaning has been done. And while doing this cleaning, we are creating some certain vacuum inside us. Let that higher presence enter your entire system. So this higher presence is entering your system and all the impressions are leaving your system. And at the end of this cleaning, one must feel very light. So this is the process of cleaning. I can send you the steps how to do the cleaning. Again, one more time, I can send some videos and you can watch them and try to practice this cleaning regularly, because without cleaning, meditation is not that effective. So cleaning, when do we do the cleaning? When our day's work is over, fix your time. Maybe you want to fix your time after dinner or before dinner. Fix your time and do it for half an hour, and then proceed for your rest of the evening. So this is the second element of the practice. The first element of the practice is meditation. Second element of the practice is cleaning, and third element of the practice is prayer. These are the major elements, and there are few sub-elements which will aid all these three elements. We'll talk about it later. So now I think we understood the aspect of cleaning. Today we are not doing the cleaning. Maybe I'll again try the guided cleaning next week before we start meditation. So today let's proceed to meditation. And how we meditate? Simple steps. Again, close your eyes, give a supposition. This higher presence is in your heart and you are becoming one with it. Rather, it is absorbing you completely. Just give that supposition and wait. Let the meditation happen. You don't force it. We don't have to. Let there be thoughts, let there be noise around you. Let your neighbor's dog bark very hard during your meditation. Okay? But just relax and this is your time. Meditation is your time. So in your time, it's okay, if there are so many things around you are happening. Even in your mind, so many things are happening, it's okay. Don't lose this your time, personal time. And this is your personal time with you and your beloved in the heart, this higher presence. Don't lose it. So just stay. You don't have to focus, you don't have to concentrate, just be there. That's enough. Okay, so let's start.